Before you choose your path, you'll probably want to find out more information about the different path options. One way to do it is to go to the Toastmasters International site, log in, and then click on Pathways. Then go to Choose a Path. It'll open up this page with the 3 different tiles. The first one is Choose Your Path. You can ignore the information about the $20 because your first path is free. If you want to take on a second path, then at that time you'll have to pay the $20 US. We ignore it for now. Go to the Continue to Path Selection button, click. It would open up this page. You have to select your language. For me, it's English. Then you have to tell them how you would like to access your materials. Do you want digital resources online, or do you want printed materials? If you choose this option, you'll have to pay $25 US, plus only 5 path options are available with printed materials. So for me, I'm going to select digital resources. Click. Next, then you have to tell them how you would like to select your path. Is it to view all path options or to take an online assessment? The assessment takes only a few minutes, and after answering a whole bunch of questions, the system will make some recommendations to you. It's up to you whether you want to accept their recommendation or not. Now, if you were like me, I would first of all like to view the path options. So click on View Path Options. It would activate the Continue button. Click. It would then take you into this page listing all the path options. Now let's say you want to find out more about effective coaching. You would go down here and click on Learn More About. It would then give you a general description about this path. Down here you see View All Projects. I'm going to click on it. It would open up the page on effective coaching, listing all 5 levels and each level what projects you'll be working on. The only limitation though is that it doesn't tell you the project description for each of these projects. Once you've chosen a path, then you'll have access to the project description. But before you've done that, you won't know what each project entails. Fortunately, there's another way to find out, and that's to go to another web page, District 4. It's based in the Bay Area, the Silicon Valley. So they've put together this really helpful page on paths and projects, listing all the 11 path options, and under each path the levels, and under each level all the different projects. Let's say you want effective coaching, level 1. It lists all the different projects, and each project gives you the project description exactly the way it would appear on Basecamp. Now, when you're trying to decide which path to pick, it's helpful to look at the level 4 and level 5 projects. Because level 1 doesn't matter which path, involves exactly the same projects. And level 2 is very similar too. But the higher level projects are more complex, and it would give you a better idea as to whether it's a good fit for you. So effective coaching level 4, the mandatory project is to coach somebody through a project and then write about it and deliver a speech. Is this something that you're interested in? If you were to go to Presentation Mastery, for example, level 4 is managing a difficult audience. Level 5 is to deliver an 18 to 22 minutes keynote speech. So based on these more complex projects, you get a better sense whether this is the path option that suits you the most. Now, if you're not sure what path to pick, the Presentation Mastery is a good choice because the emphasis is learning to improve public speaking skills. So since most of us have joined Toastmasters for that particular reason, this could be a very good option for most of us. To access this page, all you have to do is to type on Google or your browser Toastmasters District 4 Paths and Projects, and then the first entry will take you to that page. Once you have a sense of the path options, when you're ready to pick, you can go back to Toastmasters International site. So at this stage, I would use the back button to go back to the previous page listing all the options. If you're ready to select, you just click select. If you still want to take that online assessment, no problem. You just go back down here, go back to preferences. It would take you back to the previous page. If you click on Take Assessment, the Continue button will not be activated. You will still have to go back up to indicate which option you want to access your materials. For some reason, the system doesn't save your choice. Click here. See, at that point, the Continue button is activated. This is the pathway assessment, your language, and then click Start. Then you just go and answer all the questions. So for example, select 3 topics you're interested in. Let's say it's these 3. Click Next. And then you just continue answering all these questions, and at the end of it, the system will give you a couple of recommendations. As I said, it's up to you whether you accept or not. So good luck with choosing your path option.